Good afternoon. Today I wanted to chat about a couple of things. First of all, yesterday I did a little reading from a book by Neville Goddard, and we were speaking about the power of imagination and how the imagination is actually the tool through which law of attraction can be put to good use. Now, it was speaking of using your imagination and getting in the feeling of it to attract what you want. So, say you wanted to attract some rain, and yes, we can affect the weather. Instead of using your imagination to see the rain falling and seeing yourself in the picture, perhaps dancing up and down and being really excited about it raining, you should imagine yourself out in the rain and see it through your eyes as if you were actually out in the rain. That little distinction, if you're looking at the rain and seeing yourself in it, then you've separated yourself from it and you're becoming the observer of the situation, looking at yourself. So if you're not in yourself but somebody outside of yourself, then you've separated yourself and diminished your power. So actually imagine yourself standing in the rain, looking out, seeing the rain falling, feeling it hitting your face, feel the coolness of it, feel the wetness, smell it. The more senses that you can get activated, the more powerful the attraction that you're creating. So yes, you feel from your imagination and not outside of it. So you're not an onlooker, you're actually a participant. So that is really, really important and makes your attractions much more powerful. So the other thing, I just wanted to give some general basics around the law of attraction. So the law of attraction, as everything in the world is energy, even the things that look solid are at the microscopic level just energy. You know, we get right down to the atom, which is a nucleus, and oh golly, what's the other word? Anyway, the bit spinning around. I'm very scientific here. But even an atom, even though the nucleus looks solid, is still just energy. It's more compacted energy, but it's still energy. So at the microscopic level, even science knows that everything is energy. So because everything's energy, it's only our senses, our sight and our hearing and our taste and our touch, that makes them seem solid to us. So like our senses are translating the energy. So we also know that the heart and the mind gives off electromagnetic energy. The heart is like 1,000 times stronger than the mind, and therefore we give off a frequency, and through the law of attraction, everything that's on the same frequency as us is drawn to us because we're matching. It's a bit like tuning forks. You know, if a tuning fork is struck and there's another tuning fork close by, it will start to vibrate at the same frequency. So our thoughts create our emotions. Every emotion is preceded by thought. So if we're thinking something that makes us feel sad, then that feeling sad is telling us what frequency we're emitting. Now, there is an emotional scale where depression is down really low, like about 20 on the scale, and love is up near 500. And everything else in the emotions tend to fall in that area. Anything above 500 is heading towards enlightenment. So the higher the vibration of the frequency, the better we feel. So that's how our heart works. Our heart is sending out frequencies and attracting to us the frequencies that match. So the better we feel, the more things that we're desiring are coming back to us. So we can use our thoughts and our imagination to attract to us what we're desiring by putting ourselves into the situation where we have already received those things, and by activating our emotions and feeling the excitement or the love or the gratitude for those things that we already have, feeling as though we've already got them, we move ourselves into the frequency where we can attract what we are thinking about or what we're desiring. Now, when we start to think of something that we desire, and we can be clear in our desire without any resistance. So if you're wanting, say, money, for instance, and you're thinking about receiving a large sum of money and you start getting excited, it takes 17 seconds before law of attraction will start to attract to you more thoughts along those same lines. So the longer we can hold those clear thoughts and the excitement of receiving that money, of having that money, the stronger the vibration becomes and the quicker it can be manifest. If you have those thoughts and start to get excited and then you think, oh, but I never win anything, then you've just cut your connection, not to source, but to that attraction. So we're always connected to source. It's just in those moments where our frequency is higher, we tend to feel it more. And because we're in alignment, we tend to feel good. Now, when I say in alignment, what I'm meaning is that we've all got an inner being, a higher self, an energetic self, which has lived with us through every life that we've been on. And because there's no time, there's different aspects of us living in all sorts of timelines right now. And our soul is the collector of the information from all of those lives. And as soon as we ask for something, our higher self immediately becomes us with that item. So if we're wanting money, our higher self immediately says, oh, she wants money, okay, and moves into that frequency. When we feel bad thinking about the money is because we're not in alignment any longer with our higher self. Like our higher self has shifted and we haven't gone with it. So if we can increase our frequency, and it doesn't even need to be on the subject of money, it could be playing with your dog or doing something you really love, but as soon as you start to lift your frequency, everything that you've asked for, you start to come into alignment with. So, if you can get into a place where you're perpetually in alignment, and it might only be for 55% of your day, then things that you've been asking for will start to arrive, and, they could come one after the other. Sometimes when you're really in alignment, and I've had it happen, within an hour, things that I've been thinking about or desiring have come into my world. So that's, really the basis of law of attraction. And to become aware of your feelings, once you're aware of your feelings, then when you're not in alignment, when you're feeling low energies, you are aware enough to say, hey, I know I'm out of alignment. You can allow yourself to feel it, because we're here, we're feeling beings. We came to Earth to explore this world and to discover ourselves through feeling. So allow yourself to feel it and ask to be shown what gift was in it for you, because everything that comes our way, there's a gift in it. And even if it doesn't look like it, and then, allow yourself to move out of it. So I tend to notice that when I'm feeling really bad, if you resist that feeling, what you resist persists. It hangs around longer. If you can actually feel deeply into it and allow yourself to explore that feeling, and it might mean punching pillows, it might mean having a good cry, watch a sad movie if you need to let it all out, but feel it fully, and then you'll see that it will start to dissipate. So awareness of when you're not feeling so good so that you can move yourself into those other frequencies and back into alignment is really important. So I've given you quite a bit to think about today. I would love some feedback and some questions, and we'll chat again tomorrow. So have a lovely day, and bye for now.